fat four, run that show. Whole ring shake when we step through ropes. Main event smoke. Who want more? Can't stop, won't stop. We the fat four. We the fat four. Chant that name. Whole card ours. We control that game. Hands in the air. Feel that roar. Can't stop, won't stop. We the fat four.
We the Fab Three and it's Hump Day.
Hump day.
Listen, we back again, ladies and gentlemen, and we got a special visitor. Shout out to the mamas, welcome to this S4UWrestling podcast number 92. We are on our way to 100. That is the Caribbean one. This is JoJo with the little one herself. The original mama's the one and only little mamas. This is where she will be referred to on this show. That is the main event, John, of course.
Yes, sir.
Back from the beaches, back from the barbecue pits, and back from the unwanted guests, but which we'll get to later on. Hopefully, there's enough time for some story time with main event.
Oh yeah, we got some stories. Yeah. Grab your popcorn.
And
you got some stories.
And of course, I am Trail. But listen, it's Wednesday. We're so far removed from SummerSlam. How are we feeling about SummerSlam now that the smoke is settled and JoJo went to go, take care of some mechanical problems? But in the meantime, John, you wasn't here, so from the outside looking in, 'cause I'm pretty sure you was watching it as much as possible. On your vacation. Shout out to y'all in the Rose Game compound.
Yeah, I did not miss him.
Overall,
I did not miss him.
Overall, now that it's over, what did you think of SummerSlam?
It was good. I thought it was a good show. Overall, I didn't see anything. I mean, maybe you didn't need maybe there was maybe a couple matches that didn't need to be on there, but outside of that, I thought it was overall it was a good PLE. Loved all the surprises we got and some of the changes and
which we will get to.
We're gonna discuss, but it was good overall. It was a good show.
I mean, if you were rated, okay, what would you have rated SummerSlam before night 2, and what would you rate it after night 2, or is it still the same?
I'll say before night 2, SummerSlam Saturday, I would give it about a 7.5. I would give SummerSlam Sunday an 8.5. So I would give it it'd be somewhere between overall. I give it about an 8 or a 9. Wasn't a perfect show, but I give it. It was but it was above par, and the action was on point.
It was. And like you were saying, I mean, night 1 was kind of a lackluster, but we did have return on night 1, and that was the Viper. Randy Orton. Listen.
No.
I'll say
it's Daddy Orton.
I'm not doing that. Anyway, the Viper Randy Orton.
Yeah.
The Viper Randy Orton. Listen, before I continue, shout out to Nessa, because for the past couple of months, all she wanted for Christmas was Randy Orton to be back. And what did the wrestling gods do while she was on vacation? Decided to bring this man back at SummerSlam, where he essentially cost Cody Rhodes the WWE Championship against CM Punk. So pretty much we're continuing the story from WrestleMania, which, one can argue Orton should have been number 15 by now, but, that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
But Mrs. JoJo, we was live. We got days. It's been days now. How are you feeling that the man, the legend, the Viper, as you call him with the other nickname, is back in WWE and pretty much going for Cody?
I'm so glad Daddy's home for us. I am so happy that he is back.
Who's us?
For the ladies, okay? For the ladies, I'm doing this for the ladies, okay?
Gotta be a little specific.
Sheesh.
I mean, shout out to the Caribbean DJ, by the way. We all got microphones and headsets now. Shout out to us.
Listen, I had to. computer tripping and still tripping.
But, you know, it looks good on you. So you got the little ponytail going on. Sorry.
Because we've been missing him, and he's going to start regulating and listening to voices. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, indeed. John, your thoughts of seeing that RKO, because last time we saw RKO was Vegas, and now he came back in Minnesota and pretty much picked up where he left off.
It was total shocker. I mean, you heard whispers about he might be making his rounds about real soon be back on TV, and then next thing you know, he just out of nowhere running the perfect route like he Justin Jefferson, and boom, RKO's Cody out of nowhere. Then the wink into the camera was the trademark, and then just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. And it was Vince Jordan. No pun. Sorry, Michael Cole, but it was Vince Jordan. And wrestling is a better place where certain people are around, and he's one of them.
And I'm glad you said that, because shout out to the perfect segues. Wrestling is a perfect place when he's there, and also when he's there.
Yes.
Listen, we heard rumblings that Kevin Owens was going to be back, but we're the believe it when we see it people over here. And when Nick Aldis decided to make it a triple threat, I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be KO. Now it was Gunther. All right, he's doing him solid. He's, best for business. But when he said, I never said anything about a triple threat, I'm making this a fatal four-way, I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, Big Cass isn't due till Monday. And I'm like, it ain't Ilya. And then we heard the infamous theme song of one Kevin Owens. Listen, man, I was at the movie theaters in Burbank. I lost my talked to Jean. He was still on the beach sipping on the Mai Tai when Kevin Owens made his return. What were your thoughts? And were you able to control the person you was with when KO came back?
Okay. So I'll give you full story time right quick. We were on the road back to the compound. So we're literally on the highway when this match happens. And a certain passenger was doing double duty because they had to make sure a certain tribal chief make sure they were fed and not crying on the way, and kept crying on the road back to the casa. And she almost lost her, forgetting that she had a baby in her hand. But
Can I say it? Since you're not cussing, can I cuss it for you?
Yeah.
She lost her fucking mind.
Yeah, I forgot she had a baby in her hand. Her sister had to remind her, like, look, remember, that's my child you're holding.
Kids.
She really did. And it was good.
She hit that eat real on 10 times.
Yeah, she was about to really be full of emotion seeing that Kevin Owens was back, and it was a moment. I was like, whoa, I can't, because we heard the whispers and we were just seeing it. Is he gonna come back? Can he come back? And he did, and I was happy. I was happy to see KO back, because like I said about Randy, wrestling is better where certain people are around, and he, like I said, he's one of them too. And everyone knows Friday nights was missing the KO show.
Yeah, and it was he definitely was a sight for sore eyes. Jojo, what was your thoughts when you seen this man after over a year or so, almost a year and a half, being gone, and you just got here too, so
that's what I'm saying. I just got here. Listen, I am glad that I get to see who this man is right now. Instead of just watching clips, I get to see it in real time now. Cause like, how you gonna leave as soon as I get here? I heard stories about you. I watched the clips. Now I'm like, all right, I get to see you for real. No, bye. What? Huh? The audacity. Yeah,
man. No, those spinal cord injuries, that's a gamble. I'm gonna need you to take the baby and go that way.
I'm sorry, child. That's how you got here, though.
But wow, we ain't gonna go there. But if I know, I know. But he was definitely a sight for sore eyes, and even Sami Zayn couldn't believe it. And pretty much, long story short, Kevin Owens wound up winning the number one contendership, so he is bound for a WWE championship match in the near future. When, that remains to be seen, because we still got a Sunday night's main event coming up pretty soon before we get to Money in the Bank. So maybe there'll be a championship match, maybe not. We'll see. But the thought of Kevin Owens, CM Punk on the mic in the same ring at the same time.
At the same damn time.
It's a Friday yet. It's a Friday.
It's gonna be it's gonna be magical. Will there be a KO show?
I would love for it. I would love for them to do it. They need to. Might as well. Is it Friday yet?
Hey, you know what I love to see out of this feud, guys? You know how, well, Jojo, you're probably not going to know this, but John, you know how for years Kevin Owens has done the most dastardly things to Sami Zayn and to everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
How interesting would it be if the rules were reversed, and with Sami Zayn being the crash out Sami Zayn, now he's the one doing the dastardly things to Kevin Owens, knowing that he has a spinal problem and a neck issue.
It wouldn't surprise me because I don't trust anything Sammy does these days. Because
Crash out Sammy.
Exactly.
I don't trust anything Sammy does. He's capable of doing anything, and seeing your best friend come back from almost a career-threatening injury and steal your shine again, that's definitely gonna be sinking into Sammy's brain going forward, knowing that he's not going to that he has to try to find another way to get a shot at the WWE Championship because his best friend stole his spot.
Yep, and Sammy the Shooter is not playing nowadays, man, because he was supposed to have a one-on-one match with Finn Balor. Then it was a triple threat. He was already crashing out. Then Kevin Owens came, and Kevin Owens was the one that beat him. So I'm hoping
Sammy probably sounded like George Lopez. I can never do nothing.
Yes, exactly. Because once you get there, it kind of reminds me of that one. I don't know if it was an insurance commercial when the lady was reaching for that dollar, and the old man had the dollar on the fishing hook. He's like, gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be quicker than that.
So hopefully this feud kicks off at Sunday night's main event, because that alone, without a championship, is box office. Because we all know that feud with Sammy and KO. It's like Triple H and Shawn, or Seth and Roman. It's like certain feuds. It's just a moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kevin Owens and Randy Orton for making SummerSlam pretty good. However, that wasn't the last of the returns of the week, because this one, yes. Listen. First off, let's start with the one to the left, Miss Becky. Listen, Jesus this Christ. Becky's you know what makes Becky's return so awesome on Monday? JoJo didn't complain not one time. Not an eye roll, not a what the are you doing here?
You want to know why? And I'm pretty
because she set Liv on fire.
You want to know? Do you want, in the words of Alicia Edwards, do you want to know something?
She came back and was like, Liv was like, everyone's
you ain't even the greatest wrestler ever. You ain't even the greatest to fuck Dom. Oh my God.
You ain't even the
Oh,
best. You
she-
ain't even the
my
best
God.
champion in your crew, in the women's champion in your
Shout out
group.
to she showed love to Big Mommy Cool and Rhea
And
Ripley at the
and
same time,
and
and it was like,
put down live all with one
listen,
haymaker.
It was
she
beautiful.
was.
You know what? That day, you know what? You get conjugal visits, Becky. Conjugal visits.
Oh, look at that!
Whoa.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Is this? Hey John, is this?
Whoa.
Hey John,
Sorry.
are we witnessing the moment where JoJo is fine with both Seth and Becky?
Oh my God.
Well, the man's coming. I guess the man finally came around to getting
I
on JoJo's
mean,
good side.
Wait. That's just one. It's just one. Just one. We'll see where she. Listen, she still stood in front of, and tried to eye her down.
she
You know?
lit her up.
Wait for it.
hmm She lit her up so bad. She was like, "I'm here to make sure you don't take another 100 days to defend that championship." I was
like,
like,
Yes.
Ether.
Yes. And I
I was
already
like-
know that I'm gonna hear a certain somebody. Love you,
What's up,
girl.
Dalton?
Hope you feel better. I'm gonna hear this. Well, Rhea, we ain't talking about Rhea. We're talking about this one right here. Okay? Okay.
And even if that certain someone wanted to bring up Rhea had one title defense before her injury.
Mm-hmm.
And we still been waiting for Liv to do something. Yep, she was a glorified valet. It's as Miss Becky.
Because Liv was laughing all the way to the bank until she hit her with that, you wasn't the best, greatest women's champion to smash Dominic Mysterio. Her face changed. she went from ha ha ha. Oh,
Yeah, she couldn't even respond. That was
Oh,
a mic drop.
and
That was
then-
a mic drop
and
right
before
Put it in the fridge.
and before she even had a rebuttal,
I'll
the
figure it out.
pyro went off,
Just so they can stay
and the
cool.
Chilean mommy herself, Stephanie Barker,
Huh?
made her long-awaited return from injury and to regather, re-energize. Because again, this woman has been wrestling since she was a teen, nonstop for over a decade, maybe two.
Mm-hmm. Just go
So
watch
she
Unreal.
needed that break. She needed that time off. And the fact that she's back and she went straight to Liv. So now the women's division out of nowhere has went from to oh yeah, now we're back. And we're still waiting on Naomi to pull up.
I have the most best gut feeling that she go pop up. I'm gonna cry. I guarantee. I cried with. I teared up a tiny bit, like right here. Like I had to suck that tear right back up. When Stephanie came out.
Mhm.
When Naomi comes
Mhm.
back, the way people are going to probably be bawling their eyes out. I'm one of them. Hi, I'm people.
She is, and obviously she's gonna go straight to the Women's World Championship because that's the championship she did not lose. The baby made her do it. Jimmy made her do it. So,
Jimmy.
so she's already gonna have three people gunning for her and that championship, and we're not gonna forget about Roxanne and Raquel, even though Raquel has an IC title. I mean, she took a stray when Becky was like, "I already made that championship famous, so I'm good." you could tell on her face she was insulted.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, the girl, I already had that for a little bit. Now I'm coming for that one right here. But she held her finger like a mom.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was hilarious. But I can't wait to see what Liv's gonna do next because Crown Jewel is in September. Wait, no, wait.
Usually
Is it September?
October.
It's October.
November. October,
Yeah,
November.
Crown Jewel's in October somewhere. And again, we still got Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday night's main event put up. So we might have a championship match for Liv's title. we will see. But I'm excited for the women's division. It feels like the women's division is back. So now we got a good division on SmackDown and Raw side. So I'm happy with that. And speaking of SmackDown, SmackDown was about to get a new signee real quick because Lola Vice just completed her NXT run by losing for the first time in an underground match to Killer Great. That armbar counter was chef's kiss. So we got the champion of the future heading into NXT. But as much as we like to talk about returns, shout out to Big Cass, he made his return, and Nyla, Javon Evans. And for the people in the back, do not make this an issue. Do not make this another issue. If y'all know what I'm talking about, just because the man is black and Big Cass is white, he said himself, nothing personal, just business. He was just the one that got his hand raised. Let's not do that. Let's not push that envelope. Por favor.
Yeah, because I know we're gonna talk about a certain topic, and I see certain people have an issue with that. But I want to get this also when it came to Lola and Kendall. I even seen where I think some people weren't happy that Kendall was the one that ended Lola's streak. My thing is, we didn't think the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak was going to be broken. Brock Lesnar just ended his Hell in a Cell streak.
It's one of those. It's one of those when common sense come into play.
Right.
People saw the reports that she's going to SmackDown during the summer. Her match is underground. It's always been touted that she's undefeated. These two women are 1-1. What do you think was going to happen? The underground match will still be there because yes, they tried to make it Lola Vice's, but the underground match has been there since Shane McMahon introduced it during the pandemic era.
Yes, he did.
So it's her match, but let it go. That was her wrestling soulmate. But
if I hear that term one more time, because people was getting on my nerves with that too.
Well, wrestling soulmate.
So Tiffany,
they are wrestling soulmates.
They are. I agree. Not because I saw where Tiffany Stratton was doing an interview. I think it was. I want to say it was with O'Shea or I don't remember. But they asked her, and she talked about some of her best matches with. She called Jade Cargill her wrestling soulmate. And obviously, some people said that was a lie. She's not your wrestling soulmate. I mean, but that's her opinion, though. If she feels like she had some of her best matches with Jade, but everyone's like, well, no, Jade's wrestling soulmate is Naomi. But we didn't say who Jade wrestles. Well, I mean,
for the people.
I know. I just wanted to do. I was trying to do Andrade.
The people.
I was trying to do Andrade when you said how you know. I was like, how you know?
How you know?
But yeah, Tiffany said it's who is her wrestling soulmate, not. And we've seen the 3 matches they've had, and they've been pretty freaking good.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a trilogy out of that one, but it's just people need to realize you don't know who these people have the best chemistry with in the ring. And if it's Tiffany and Jade, if Tiffany chooses Jade, then so be it. That's her kindred spirit. That's her wrestling lifer. So you can't get mad for someone's opinion and how they feel about another person. So like, go touch some grass. What's going on, Channel X? What's up, y'all? My bad, JoJo. I got your video coming in. Uh-oh.
Doing Pop Warner helmet. Shout out to Pop Warner. Shout out to football season. It's all those kids playing in Pop Warner.
Y'all stay safe out there, kiddos. It's hot as hell if you playing ball.
Stay hydrated, please.
Out here. But as much as we love talking about these returns, we gotta talk about the departure. The big news. Tuesday morning, the Beast Incarnate went to Pat McAfee's show, fresh off of losing his match to Obafemi in Hell in a Cell, which, again, loved the match. Ending could have been better, but that's just me. But he officially confirmed that he is now retired from pro wrestling. He's no longer an active WWE star. He's no longer on a part-time contract. The man's done. Which some of us kind of knew it was going to happen because SummerSlam was in Minnesota, his backyard. He even got a Minnesota like introduction from Paul Heyman, so shout out to Paul. Um, check out the list of accomplishments this man has had over his 25 plus year career. He was at the time the youngest WWE champion, wins it in his rookie year by defeating The Rock. Then tries out for football, goes to New Japan, wins the IWGP Championship.
I totally forgot about that.
Then when he lost that championship to Kurt Angle, he goes to UFC, and in 4 matches becomes the World Heavyweight Champion. Then he becomes the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion of UFC. Comes back to WWE, starts the Suplex City era. Had a lopsided, victory against John Cena. Sorry, John, no offense. Ended Taker streak. Has the longest Universal title reign at 504 days.
504 boys.
I mean, this man has a career that more than likely would never be seen again in our lifetime. If there's any perfect athlete to compare him to, it's LeBron James. Because the conditioning this man has put himself through for 25 years to stay at the top of his game for 25 years. LeBron's doing it for almost 25 years as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and they came in Europe. They came into Europe apart.
Exactly. And people say Brock Lesnar, Obafemi is the next Brock Lesnar, but no matter what Obafemi does in his career, and he has a long career ahead of him, he's not gonna duplicate what Brock did. I mean, undefeated in high school wrestling, was a 2-time NCAA All-American, heavyweight champion in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Went to UFC. There's no way Hope is gonna do all that.
No.
But shout out to Brock. JoJo, you was able to come back to wrestling when Brock was still here, whooping ass. Your thoughts on the Beast Incarnate?
I wasn't here when he was whooping ass.
He was here when he got back.
Oh, when he got back? Oh, yes.
He
came, he destroyed, he moved somebody up, and he left. And then he came back, did it again. and now he's retired. Listen, stop doing that. So emotional. I thought you were gone. Felt like I said, like a funeral. We said our goodbyes. We gave our flowers. You came back. I'm like, give me back that flowers. You play too much.
I mean, on the interview with Pat McAfee, he was legit done after Mania. He admitted that he was done.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, he came back, and when he kept taking those bumps from Oba, he was like, yeah, I can't do this no more. So you're at that certain time when it's time to hang him up, when you can't take a bump like that from a guy like that anymore. But John, man, your thoughts on
lived it.
The career? I mean, technically it is 25 years, but let's not forget he took that multi-year layoff, but he's still been active combatantly for 25 years.
Look, man, this dude came on the scene when I graduated high school, and he was already older than me. I graduated high school in 2002. That's when Brock Lesnar came on the scene in pro wrestling. And 2 months after I graduated high school, he graduates. He pretty much did the same equivalent in wrestling, because you beat arguably the biggest star in the world at 24 years ago at SummerSlam. You beat The Rock face to face. Became the youngest undisputed WWE champion in history. You go at the peak of your power. You decide, WWE's, I've pretty much mastered everything, so I'm gonna go try something else. Didn't work out with football, but he goes over, does, like you said, New Japan. People forget about that moment in time with him becoming the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. But then he shows up in the UFC, beats Randy Couture, becomes UFC Heavyweight Champion, and then one night after Mania, we got introduced to Suplex City. And the crazy part is, as much as I remember Brock's young days from obviously beating The Rock at SummerSlam, his match with Kurt at WrestleMania 19, him and Goldberg at the Garden for 20 in their last match, and both getting stunned out of the building by Austin. This era from 2012 to 26, we gonna remember a lot of what Brock did. From you said it. From what he did to Cena at SummerSlam, ending Undertaker's streak, stealing Money in the Bank from Mustafa Ali.
Yeah. But it was a great boombox, though.
It was. And then coming back, taking some time off, he comes back, has this epic feud with Roman. We get to see him at Mania against Omos. Obviously, that was, she tried to put Omos, that was a showcase match. And then he comes back again during John Cena's farewell tour and said, you know what? I got a little bit left in the tank. Let me show y'all why I'm still who I am. And then he finds the guy who he's been looking for to be the next him, and finally pays him forward.
Wait, that whole year was his retirement tour.
Think about it.
From SummerSlam last year to SummerSlam this year, it was his retirement tour.
Yep.
And I kind of figured that too. That it was going to be a retirement tour, especially when they announced that it was going to be in Minnesota. Yep.
The moment they announced SummerSlam was in Minnesota, we knew this was it for Brock. And then he shows up after Cena loses to Cody, destroys him at WrestlePalooza, goes into War Games and cleans house, goes into the Royal Rumble and cleans house, does open challenge, then everything happens with Oba, and now here we are today. See you in the Hall of Fame, Brock.
Yeah, and I have a feeling we're going to see him in Saudi at WrestleMania when he takes his rightful place. Dude, we are getting old when you see Brock Lesnar going to the Hall of Fame.
That's insane, right?
That's insane. You know how rare it is to watch someone from their rookie year all the way to them getting to the Hall of Fame? Yes. You know how blessed you got to be alive to see all that happen?
I'm not going to feel that way. The last time I felt that way about someone in the Hall of Fame was when Shawn went in. And then, obviously, we've seen Triple H. But that's the thing, though. We didn't see Shawn's entire career. Right. That was the closest. That was the closest I've gotten, because when I got into wrestling in the 90s, that's when Shawn was entering his prime. But we saw Brock from day one. We got to see Cena from day one, Batista from day one, Orton from day one. Anybody from 02 and beyond, we've seen pretty much from day one.
Yeah, the OVW class, we've seen all of them from day one.
It's insane.
It's unreal. Shout out to Brock, man. I mean, the dude, there's not gonna be another Brock Lesnar with those accolades in our lifetime, because the man's done it all. And on this last leg, he was speaking. Him and Oba had that chemistry, they was having fun with this feud. You catch cameras on Oba doing the Brock bounce, and Brock's looking at him doing the same thing, just smiling at him. They both had. Brock looked like a proud person saying, "Yep, this is my successor. The world's in good hands, and I'm out of here." So it's like we're now without John Cena, AJ Styles, and now Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. This is a totally different generation. I mean, AJ Styles is from TNA, but AJ came out the 2002 and beyond, so he counts in that era.
Yes.
So we already seen our childhood go to the Hall of Fame. Now we're about to witness our young adult era going to the Hall of Fame.
That's insane.
It's crazy. So, long overdue. And I'm pretty sure, obviously, Paul Heyman will induct him into the Hall of Fame, because he started out with Brock, and SummerSlam, he ended it with Brock. So, but
that speech is gonna be so iconic. It ain't gonna be long.
What's gonna happen?
He's gonna hold court.
Yeah, he should headline.
Yes.
because I don't think Cena's going in. I think Cena's going to go in 2028.
I think so too. I think Cena wants the fans in the States to be there. Brock will want to get there, get his flowers, and then head back to Canada.
Which he owns a farm and runs it too. So
Exactly.
but I got a question. Where does Paul Heyman go from here? Because this man is teasing his next adventure either back with Braun Breaker or Obafemi. And those two had a monster stare down on Monday. Because Raw started out hot with whole new. Looks like Braun Breaker's getting that push again. Jojo, do you want to see Woof and you muted.
Black eyes.
Hi. Welcome back. Oh, and she froze too. Wow. She was so warm with excitement that the computer froze on her.
Yes, I want to see it.
Okay.
I don't know how to get there. Maybe that's gonna be the match we see at Sunday night's main event. But we got to get there. Where do Paul Heyman go from here though? I think Braun Breaker's. I think it's Braun Breaker. As crazy as it be with him and Oba. Not saying Oba doesn't need Paul Heyman.
You don't.
But I don't think but it does. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. But I know the magic. I know what Paul Heyman's gonna do for Braun Breaker. I know what he's gonna do for Braun Breaker. I know Oba's already pretty much he can handle things on his own. But if Paul Heyman wanted to align himself with the ruler, you're not gonna get any nose over here.
Listen, if he's aligning himself with Braun Breaker, that means Braun Breaker's eventually leaving the division. Because he did not take his eyes off of Obafemi at all when he made his entrance. Even when Oba was gone, he was still staring at the ramp. Like that man was caught in a trance to the point that he squashed Joe Hendry in under 3 minutes with a spear. Jojo, your thoughts on your continued thoughts on Braun Breaker and Finn?
Those are two monsters right there. Another more Titans against a Titan kind of thing. So I would think that would be an absolute banger because one, they're both still young. So you can tell that those are going to be like massive blows. In those fights.
Yeah, because what Triple H did was like he hit the reset button because now we're on storyline wise, we're on the road to Saudi 2027 at WrestleMania, and he's already been hitting us with teasers. He hit us with the teaser of Stephanie and Becky Lynch. Now he hit us with the teaser of Braun Breaker and Obafemi. Like, Braun is about to get that rocket back on him because it should have never been taken away from him in the first place. So it's like they hit a whole new reset. So hopefully this sustains for a long period of time and not just because it was the night after SummerSlam.
Right.
So we shall definitely see. Speaking of 2027. Fast Four might be going on another trip.
Big moves.
Because it was reported. Royal Rumble destination has not been made official. It was down to either Arizona or Miami, Florida. And it was made official that they're going to Glendale, Arizona for the Royal Rumble next year. In February, we don't know what date yet. Has yet to be announced. But I'm pretty sure once the year winds down, we're going to get that announcement. John, you ready for the desert?
Look, man, I've been to Arizona around that time of the year. I'm ready for it. It get cold at night, but I'm going to have hoodies for days. I got hoodies, so I'm not worried about it. if I'm looking at my calendar, I'm estimating that if it's going to be, it's probably going to be that Saturday, which is February 6th, which is the week before, and obviously the following week is Super Bowl weekend. So we know it'll be either it'll probably be that Saturday because Sunday is going to start all the festivities for Super Week. So in our city, by the way, make that be clear. The Royal Rumble's happening in happening 5 hours from here, an hour flight away from here, and Super Bowl is going to be here in LA. So I think it's going to be that. I'm down for it. The 40th anniversary of the Royal Rumble, and man, officially into WrestleMania Riyadh season, which is going to be very interesting because I think we're going to see a lot of comebacks this Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, if they hold everybody out, well, I don't think they're gonna hold Naomi out till then. But EST, shout to Baby Romeo. The EST should be good to go for the Royal Rumble when that season comes around. But JoJo, we all wanted to go to South Beach in February, but how you feeling about WWE going to Arizona? And mind you, it's going to be in February, so it's not going to be as hot as you would think.
Well, that's going to be a discussion because Rumble and the trip that we're trying to do, and not going to do that both.
But that is true. That is true.
Yeah, can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. That
I
become
can't.
official. Can't wait for that to become official.
I can't wait either because that's gonna be. Listen, we're taking over spots now. We're starting to go on locations now. So this is cool. And if everything pops off in April, listen, you gonna be sick of us when we get back.
New York,
it's gonna be like one of those.
City dreams.
Soon as we land, we're gonna be like, well. Look what New York has here.
Where Brooklyn at?
Stay away from Brooklyn.
Just take me to the Garden, man. Just take me to the Garden, man. So all I want to do is get a picture. Take me to the Garden.
Take me to Yankee Stadium.
We're gonna go to the BX, Manhattan.
But yeah, it's gonna be good. Can't wait. But Royal Rumble, can't wait for it. Arizona. We know we know Nessa that lives in Arizona, so maybe probably run into her out there.
That's right.
But yeah. But and also when Raw went off the air Monday night, we was all giddy from ear to ear.
Oh yeah.
On what, you know what I'm saying? And that's because we saw after Royce Keys got dog walked by Jacob.
Jesus Christ.
RIP to him. Roman Reigns went to the back and he was confronted by Rey Mysterio. And Rey was like, I'm a general manager of AAA. And I know Roman Reigns wasn't trying
to be sarcastic, but it was just funny.
Be disrespectful. I know he wasn't, but it was hilarious when he said, well, I do now, because I'm knowing Roman Reigns, he probably only pays attention to what's going on in his camp and what's going on the show that he's on. So
yeah,
I'm not going to take that as disrespect to Rey, but it just sounded so disrespectful.
It was funny as hell.
And I know
I laughed. I laughed inside. I was like, that was funny. That was funny.
And I know Trell usually does this, but why they have to stand that man next to that man like that? Like that was bad enough.
Rey can't help it that he's 5 foot.
It was like he walked up like,
excuse me,
he
sir.
walked up to excuse me, mister. Excuse me, mister. Can we out of where would you?
Damn, I treat him like he Gary Coleman. Like, come on now, what you talking about?
R.I.P. to Gary Coleman.
Yeah,
but yeah, he was like, we was all confused, like, why is he talking to Roman? Yeah. And then he was like, let me run something by you. We was like, oh, snap. And now we know why, because Rey Mysterio today announced that there will be a tournament for all the luchadors from AAA, SmackDown, and Monday Night Raw. There will be a tournament, and the winner will have a date on Monday Night Raw, September 14th, which is the Monday Night Raw after Triple Mania has concluded. Will go one-on-one with the Tribal Chief for the World Heavyweight Championship, which is rare because Roman Reigns usually does not defend a title on television that is not a PLE. So the fact that he's in Mexico, this is a big deal.
Yes.
This is the Tribal Chief schedule right now. He's not due back until the 17th when he goes to Buffalo, and then obviously, you know, Cleveland. I guess they're having a Raw and SmackDown show in Cleveland that day, but September 14th is when he is going to defend that championship. But I'm a little bit confused on the tournament because SmackDown only has one luchador, and that's Rey Fenix. Monday Night Raw, as of right now, has two luchadors, and that's Dominic and Penta, because Dragon Lee is out with a thumb injury.
You could throw Axiom in the luchador category though.
This is true. Okay, so they got two. So you got two from SmackDown, two from Raw, and everybody in AAA.
Sounds about right. Sounds about fair. Because I think the bulk of the guys are going to be coming from AAA.
Right. And this tournament starts on Monday, on Monday Night Raw for basically the entire month. This is going to be a month-long tournament. We're looking at a possibility, guys. Dominic Mysterio could win this tournament and face Roman Reigns. And JoJo's starting to get that smirk on her face, like she wants to smile from ear to ear, because the thought of this man getting murdered again,
getting thrown out the club.
But, you know, I still got that one too. You know what I'm saying?
That was hilarious.
We might see this again on the 14th.
Yup.
I when he said luchadors, I took it as, you know, just wrestlers from Raw, SmackDown, but I'm guessing it really is gonna be pure luchadors. So there's a chance we might get Rey Fenix and Penta going against each other. JoJo, your thoughts of this tournament? Because now it gives you a reason to really watch AAA, because what if Roman Reigns shows up at Triple Mania?
I mean, I've been watching here and there as it came out, and now it's like crossing more over of the platforms is pretty cool. And to watch this man get smashed, Hulk smashed by that on a platform that's supposed to be his. It's gonna be beautiful.
Because there's a good chance the winner of this tournament might be crowned either in Vegas or in Mexico. So there's a good shot that Roman Reigns is gonna pull up to Triple Mania. And if this man pulls up to AAA, you know how much buzz AAA is gonna get if they get the Tribal Chief or anybody from the Bloodline showing up. But John, who do you see out of AAA? Because there's a lot of guys out there. You got Missy Iguana, you got Abismo, you got, you know, Dr. Wagner and his brother.
Jesus Christ, that dude's a monster.
So it's like, who do you feel has the chance of winning this tournament and going against this generation's GOAT?
I think it's Penta. I think Dom. I'll put Dom in there as well. I mean, I think Rey Fenix would be fun, but obviously, I don't think he's gonna be him, because obviously he's holding it down for the cruiserweight. By the way, that match with him and Vikingo over the weekend was fire.
Mm-hmm.
I want to obviously you thought them two are the heavy hitters with me, be Dom and Penta, but then I obviously want to see Dr. Wagner Jr., want to see Mr. Iguana, La Parca. What was the haters there?
Well, I'm sorry, John. What was that?
Oh my bad, my bad. La Parca, obviously Ganedo. I will see him there, but I think the bulk of it obviously would be seeing Penta and Dom in the finals. I know everyone would love to see a Lucha Bros final, but that seems too telegraphed because we know Penta's going to win. We don't know if you get Penta and Dom in this match. I don't know what to expect because, especially now that because we getting a AAA Dom mixed into this into this field as well. So El Rojo could be getting involved. You could go Judgment Day getting involved. Anything's possible. So I think it comes down to Dom and Penta, but I'm going to lean more towards Penta because I think him and Roman will put on a banger of a match. Imagine if he hits Roman with the Mexican Destroyer.
If El Rojo or Judgment Day get involved, the Bloodline's getting involved.
And I did see.
So imagine the possibility of Jacob Fatu and Omos.
Oh my Lord.
Having a face off. Good luck, Jacob. No, good luck to Omos, to be honest with you. But Jacob's gonna need a ladder to get to that man's throat. No offense, Jacob. But it looks like there's no way the AAA Campeon does not win this tournament. So we're gonna get a champion versus champion. That's what I'm gonna call it. I know Nessa's probably listening. It's not. I'll say it right here and there. I got Dominic Mysterio getting to the finals just to see him get to Roman Reigns and get him packed up out of here quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Does he hold the AAA title? Because we know him and El Grande Americano are meeting that weekend.
Oh, I forgot about that. No. Well, I mean, he has backup now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And I don't know. And you saw Dorian get in the ear of Mini Vikingo too. I wonder what was that about?
Yeah, it looks like Vikingo might be 86 out of that group. And the fact that Dominic Mysterio is there, he pretty much lost his spot. Vikingo just lost his spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But let's get to
Yes.
Bloodline real quick.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So the Bloodline got warrants out for their arrest because
Lena.
Jacob.
Hold on, Lena. Woo.
Oh, listen,
Woo.
if he wins the tournament and the title and takes that to Monday Night Raw again, listen, he's a made man in a loss. He's a made man in a loss. But Roman sent Jacob out to send a message. Royce Keys got bodied, and boy, did that man get bodied.
Oh.
But in the comical side of things, JoJo, we need to have a talk. Why Jay flinching? Because he told the Bloodline don't touch LA Knight because they failed to do it at SummerSlam. LA Knight comes out with his Walmart bag and his Walmart watch, and teasing the Bloodline. And before he walked away, he turned around and literally checked Jay to the point that Jay had to back up and take his glasses up. Why he do that to that man? Why he let him?
He said to leave him alone.
Boom.
And of course, you gotta tempt these boys because of course they're gonna want to whoop this man's ass.
Mm-hmm.
You had your chance.
Mm-hmm.
You had your chance. Now Roman's like, you know what? I told you to handle my lightweight. You couldn't handle the lightweight. So let me show you how it's done. Leave
There
them
you
for
go.
me. I already handled one. I handled two. Let me handle this one for you.
Exactly. So I'll bring up the bloodline also because we all see how people are saying that these stars are not getting over, they're not getting opportunities. So I sat back and I did some not research, but I thought back ever since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Every major storyline always involved the bloodline. Roman Reigns in the bloodline. So
Mm-hmm.
is this bloodline storyline holding back a lot of these stars from getting their shine?
No. Step your game up.
What do you think, Jojo?
What was the question? I cut out for a second.
Is the bloodline holding a lot of people back from getting because LA Knight hasn't had a title shot. Karrion Kross never had a title shot. Drew McIntyre failed at his title shots because of the bloodline. So do you think the bloodline's holding them back, or is it one of those that's a personal thing?
I feel, but this is me just coming into it and watching it. I love the bloodline, don't get me wrong. But find a way to also put the spotlight on the other stars as well.
Mm-hmm.
Have a push for the other ones, like the bigger stars that have been there. Have
Mm-hmm.
them somehow work their way in there to get their title shots and, have their moment in the sun as well. Y'all have had the spotlight for how long?
6 years now, or more.
Definitely 6. Going on 7
6 and a
years.
half.
I understand Roman's gonna hit you with
Mhm.
the we hold the business up, this, that, and the third. And I know I'm gonna get shot. I could already hear it. Sorry, Faith. Sorry to all the sorry to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
6 years is good enough. Y'all could have your big, segments. Yeah, y'all could be the big family. Y'all could be the mafia, the Samoan mafia, if you will. But give these other stars also the shine as well. And Lena, I understand Roman said, but hate to say it, it's not all about Roman either. Give these other stars their shine because they deserve it just as much as they do. They're as big as stars as well.
Mm-hmm. John?
I agree with everything what JoJo's saying. And
What?
look, you can still, but as she said, you can still get others over and still the bloodline still be dominant. That's
Mm-hmm.
what makes, I mean, we go back to our era where we all grew up in an attitude era. Yeah, Austin and the Rock held down were the two biggest draws, but you still had
Mhm.
DX, still had the Nation of Domination. You had many other superstars. You had Kane. You always had Taker. You had superstars who still found their way. The Hardys, Edge, Christian, who still found their way to get on even though they weren't in the A spot, make sure that people were talking about them, even if they weren't in the main event. I go at the 17, which is one of my favorite manias of all time. Everybody talks about Austin and Rock. They talk about Triple H and Taker, but we always talk about the TLC. We always talk about Edge and Christian. We always talk about the Dudleys. We talk about the Hardys. We talk about Jeff Hardy when he started making his singles run, when he had that ladder match with Taker. When you're given the opportunity, it's all on you to see if you're gonna make it or you're gonna break it. Now, in regards to are the bloodlines sucking all the energy out of the oxygen out of the room, it just comes with the price when you're that damn good. You're gonna come to the point like me and you talk about this in sports all the time. When you are dominant, as much as you have fans, you're gonna have as equal haters as well. It just comes with the territory. I'm a Dodgers fan. I know for the back-to-back World Series, much great fans we have as many of our detractors. I've seen it with the Lakers. I've seen it with the Kansas City Chiefs. We saw it with the Heatles. We've seen it with the Spurs. We've seen it with any great dynasty in any sport or any entertainment genre, whether it's movies, wrestling, you name it. Fast and Furious, Lord of the Rings.
So when it comes to the bloodline, it's basically like they are, but at the same time, they're not.
Yeah, it's like they are, but they can't help it that if your attention is going there, they're gonna keep putting they're gonna keep drawing your attention there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna keep seeing, but go ahead, LCC. But my final thought is, if you still want to see other people pushed, you can still, it still happens. You just gotta keep being vocal about it. But
yeah,
as long as you're hot, and if you can, and you never want to take out somebody when they're hot, because then you don't know when that momentum's coming back.
And speaking of being vocal and about being pushed, I actually got something to say.
This is what we doing. We doing this. What we doing? I made this song. You like it or what? How about new? How about no?
I will never get
Paul Triple H Levesque. Come on down, sir.
Get your wrestling in. Get your wrestling in.
I don't like doing this, but it's one of those. I hardly ever put him on the hot seat, but this is one of those. But this is one of those. I did not agree with. Get some wrestling. Appreciate you for stopping by though. So he was asked in the pro show about the lack of talent getting over. Triple H proceeded to basically throw the talent that he had under the bus, telling them, are you bigger than this person? Are you bigger than Cody? Are you bigger than Roman? Are you doing this? Basically tell them they're not getting themselves over. It's kind of hard to get yourself over, but you're not given the opportunity to get yourself over. I mean, let's look at it. Since he took over, Karrion Kross was right there. I'm not saying he shouldn't have won the championship, because I get it. The bloodline, Roman Reigns, he ran the joint, cool. But that man did not get not one title shot, not even for the mid card. That's one person that was over and didn't get their title shot, right? Jordan Grace, one of the most over people to come out of another company, go to AAA. I'm not AAA, excuse me. Go to NXT. Go to the main roster, and she has no creative direction right now. And there's rumors of her leaving. You had Aleister Black back, one of your guys, who's getting over. No title shot. Blake Monroe. I mean, I get it, she just got here, but already the bookie doesn't really make sense. But I'm gonna let that one go because they're setting up for her and Tiffany. Cool. But it's you can't sit here and call out the roster and tell them to get themselves over when you're not giving them a chance to get over. It's like these guys are some of these people are sitting in catering, wondering, are they ever going to get a chance to get over? Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, was over when he got called up. Now he's laying on his stomach for how many months is Ciampa left? Nothing. Candice LeRae, nothing. So it's like, if you're gonna say step up, there's only so much you can do. I mean, the live events are back. They're trying their best to get themselves over. Braun Breaker was over, and you asked him a little bit. So it's like, am I tripping, John, or because the people I named were over? So why have they not gotten opportunities if he's saying they need to get themselves over? Did they not get themselves over?
We see what we see, but it's maybe something that we don't see. And when that question was asked, it wasn't going to be a win-win situation, because there was nothing he was going to say that was going to satisfy the masses. It's like what he said was going to take. Even if he did say something that was a little more on the political side, I think it still would have pissed people off, because people go, because I'm seeing already all this I'm seeing on Twitter today. Why Carmelo Hayes hasn't been in a PLE since Royal Rumble last year? I'm tired of it. Corbin stole his spot. Corbin stole his spot.
No, that one I disagree with.
Yeah, I don't think
That I
Corbin
disagree
stole his.
with.
I don't think Corbin stole his spot, but him being on a PLE and me on PLE since Rumble was crazy. Why? Sammy stole his spot. Blah blah blah. We that's a whole nother conversation. I don't think there was nothing he could have said that would have made him look good regardless, because there's so much depth on the roster, and there's so much depth that's not being used, and it hurt, and then the fan base hurts. But like I say, also to the fans, and people say this all the time, you have options. If you don't like what you see, use this.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it just say, oh, just start watching WWE. Numbers matter.
Yeah.
If they start seeing the numbers drop, and they start hearing the voice, and the numbers are shifting towards certain people, like you just named, Jordan Grace, Ilya, Melo, Cross, LA Knight. They pay attention. A lot of people feel like what happened on Monday was just an overreaction to all the criticism about Liv Morgan's title reign. Maybe so. But it was right on time, because the moment Liv said the girls in the locker room were scared of me and I'm going to hold this belt for another 100 days, they was like, okay, we can't have this again. Because the next 100 days, that leads into war. The next 100 days leads into war games.
Yep. And she's going to be captain of that team whenever whichever one it is.
So, yeah, I get what you were saying. And look, it was Triple H was going to be in hot water whether he said the right thing or he said the wrong thing. So, currently, he said what he said, and he believes it. But it's tough. I mean, if you don't get the opportunity, if you're not getting the chance to be seen, no one gonna knows what you have to offer.
Right. But I mean, you're right. There's something he could have said and done. But in that instance, when you know there's been outcry for at least over a year of talent not getting over, that was not a good look in my opinion. But I'm not gonna stop loving the man. So it is what it is. Jojo, you want to add something to it, or are you good? Okay. All right. Really quick, John, to pretty much stay in the Levesque family.
This ticked me off.
This is what we're doing. You had an issue?
So, obviously, SummerSlam was a success, and obviously the Levesque family had a really good weekend. Obviously, Triple H on the business side, Stephanie McMahon obviously doing her podcast and everything, interviews, all that. But it was also another member of the Levesque family who had a moment. Von Evelyn Levesque, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's youngest daughter, son, God bless America. You could just look at her, you could tell that's Stephanie to the core. With her daddy's nose, unfortunately. But
damn, don't do that. Don't do that.
But that's Stephanie. That's little Stephanie. That's little Stephanie. That's little Stephanie.
Before you continue, Jojo, we heard you got to sign off. You're a little under the weather yourself, so we appreciate you for hanging tough.
Is that my fault too?
One. Probably.
No. It's his fault, not mine.
Second boyfriend drama. But anyway,
exactly.
You have any final words before you peace out?
And don't do the girl like that. That's my signing off. Don't do the girl like that.
Please.
I'll be listening. Leave her alone. She did good.
She's talking to you.
Oh, so the thing is, 15. She's 15, and she get this moment, and all everyone.
She's saying don't do her nose like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. It was a low hanging fruit. I apologize. I apologize. Right. I love the kids. But
catch JoJo tomorrow. Marsha Mize with the homie Big JT and the return of Cheech. So we love you, JoJo, once again. Happy anniversary for being here with us 1 year. You know what I'm saying? And you have a beautiful night, and I will check on you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Good night,
Yeet.
boys.
See
Good
ya.
night, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
The women of the Fab
But,
Four stay under the weather. Her that had it. I'm dealing with moms. I get home. Mom's got sick. So man, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been crazy weather season for the Fab Four. But I'm gonna get back to my point about Evelyn. Von Evelyn did a great job singing "God Bless America," but the vitriol this young girl got because people knew who she was, and they all tried to say, "Oh, they was just hiding. They didn't want to say on TV that that's Triple H and Stephanie's daughter. Oh, she only is nepo baby alert, nepo baby, and all this." The kid is 15 years old. Let her have her moment. We know who daughter she is. Why? Just because the graphic didn't say Von Evelyn Levesque, we're y'all in a tissy? Just because y'all got beef with her dad, y'all beef with her mom, or if you have any beef with her mom, which is I don't know why. But here's the deal. Think all the stuff this young girl goes through just knowing what her last names carries all her life. Her mom, her grandparents, her dad, her uncle, her great grandfather.
I don't know.
All that weight this young lady carries, and we're mad because, and we want to slander her because she got to sing "God Bless America" because her daddy's the boss. Boo-hoo! Find me a river, dude. Stop slandering and stop picking on kids. Makes no damn sense.
They really don't. I mean, that girl obviously she did a good job singing.
Really did.
Because I knew she looked familiar, and then when I realized who it was, I'm like, oh, that was pretty cool. But I mean, there was nothing wrong of having their daughter do that. There was if the girl could sing, she did it. If she couldn't, they would have been like, nah, that's okay. We will get. They just pretty much saved money on paying an artist to come out there
That's it. That's basically what it was.
and, and sing. So shout out to that young lady. She did an amazing job with that. So yeah, people who always got to attack kids have really no life at all because at the end of the day, they're kids. So and if you've seen Stephanie on her show, she's talked about when people mess with her kids, you don't want that wrath.
You know how evil
but,
she can get.
But with that being said, man, let's get into our final acknowledgments. And ironically, both our acknowledgments are females. But you go ahead first.
I was going back and forth, so I'm assuming you probably took the person I didn't use. So I
No, I got the one you were talking about.
okay. I mean, I'm talking about your acknowledgement. I was going back and forth with two people, but I went with this one. La Mera Thunder Rosa becoming the first Mexican woman to win both the AEW Women's World Championship and the CMLL Women's World Championship. Obviously, AEW they're at Grand Slam Mexico tonight, so and CMLL was well represented on the card too. I think, had a house show yesterday as well. Congratulations, Thunder Rosa. We got to see her a couple months ago at the House of Glory show against Brittany Brooks, and now she's holding gold again because she is well deserving of being a champion. Gracias. Congratulations, La Mera. You did it again. Another record for the Tijuana Warrior.
All right. Now, my acknowledgement. I've been holding this one. That's why I didn't bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a women's ladder match.
That was going to be my other option. I figured you would pick this one. That's why I went with Thunder.
On Sunday, and
What
the winner was someone that I've called for the entire time because I was looking at it logistically, and she was the only person that made any lick of sense as far as winning it. Now the thought is, were they actually going to do it? Was the question. But one Chelsea Green won the interim WWE Women's Championship when she pretty much played dead after being hung upside down on the ladder by Tweedledee and Tweedledum, aka the baddie section. Michin and BFAB. I mean, looking back, I would not be mad. I would not be mad at. I would understand if Jade gets mad at them because they basically gave her the championship. But anyway, that's neither here nor
Mm-hmm.
there. This woman has a long. If you really follow Chelsea Green's career, the woman, don't let the Karen character on WWE fool you. This woman has had plenty of matches. She has won the Knockout Women's Championship, the Knockouts Tag Team Champions. She's a former, if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, United States Champion, and now interim WWE Champion.
Triple Crown Chelsea.
And what did she do, John? She went to the post show and she dedicated that title win to one Michael P.S. Hayes. I'm pretty sure some of you are probably saying, what does that matter? Season 1. No, it wasn't season 1. Was it last season? Season 2 of Unreal?
Season 2.
He was on record saying that Chelsea Green, basically I'm paraphrasing, she didn't belong on the level of Charlotte Flair, on the level of Becky Lynch. All she was good for was to help get the other stars over, help the other talent look good. So basically, calling her she's nothing good but just a jobber. That's all she was supposed to be. Help to get other people over. Everyone who knows me knows how much that ticked me off. And it ticked off the IWC to the fact that they came to Chelsea Green's aid. And Chelsea Green did not forget, because when she won that championship, she was like, I'd like to dedicate this match to Michael P.S. Hayes. So I'm glad she did that because she was offended as well. She let it be known that she was offended. So to see this woman as WWE champion, it warms my heart. It warms my heart because you know what, John? WWE was listening to me for the entire week or 2 weeks because I called for Raquel to get a championship. She got the Intercontinental Championship. I called for Chelsea Green to win something, put her in the main event. We got ourselves a new interim champion. And also, with that being said, we all know what's coming on the horizon for Chelsea Green. Because eventually, Rhea Ripley will be back with her championship. So, because it's on record that she revealed that she has a slightly torn meniscus in her knee, so they're rehabbing her, taking as much time as possible to get her ready. So, as of now, the target date for her return is October 10th at Money in the Bank. That's where they are hopeful to have her return and have a title unification match to crown the undisputed WWE Women's Champion. So if everything goes well, John, we're looking at a 2-month title reign for Chelsea Green.
That's dope.
And hopefully one title defense at Sunday Night Main Event, or maybe before then.
Well, holy shit, good to see you. Y'all did y'all thing over the weekend. Shout out.
What's up, good peoples? What's up, good peoples?
Had the big watch party down in the 313. Shout out to Mike D. Coley was in the building. Y'all did y'all thing.
And shout out to them, man. They be on the news channel stations too, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Saw y'all my local Good Morning Detroit type stuff. Shout out to our peoples.
But back to Chelsea. Hopefully she gets one title defense under her belt before the inevitable happens, because eventually Rhea Ripley's we don't know for sure if she's coming back at Money in the Bank. That's just a target date that they're hopeful to have her back. So we got her all through August as Women's Champion and all through September as well as Women's Champion, barring any title loss. Hopefully she doesn't get the Sami Zayn treatment and loses it within 90 days, because everyone that was in that match got a storyline.
That's right.
Jade has Charlotte. Tiffany's gonna be busy with Blake Monroe. Lash Legend's the only. Yeah, Jessie Jane wants the United States Championship as well. Hell, we might get Jessie. They might pivot and have Jessie Jane challenge Chelsea
can
Green
see
for that
it.
championship.
That literally thought just literally crossed my mind literally just now.
Have Tiffany screw JC Jane, and then you have JC Jane versus Tiffany Stratton for the championship.
Yeah.
Or there's Blake Monroe too. So Tiffany time is gonna be on borrowed time because she already got 2 females breathing down her neck. But Last Legend is another person that can probably challenge her for the championship. But I'm just happy for Chelsea. Shout out to, and she also won Moment of the Night by ESPN. So now technically she is Chelsea 2 belts.
Yes.
So I will give a salute to Chelsea Green. So shout out one of Canada's greatest exports.
Yes.
And
all y'all people's mad that she won and still
bitching
over that.
That she won?
People were upset. People still bitching over that stupid Sophie Cunningham meme. Let it go. Let it go, dude. Please. Let it go.
Come on, man. Listen, you know what? We're gonna deviate for a little bit. You know what I did not have on my bucket list, John? A white woman getting canceled for standing up for women's rights.
Oh, don't worry. I talked about it last night, and I'm still going to talk about it now because Sophie Cunningham spoke about it again today. So it's like, damn. And I think what she said today is going to be the closing chapter of it. Why we keep talking about everything besides basketball with the WNBA? And that's what thing we're doing with Chelsea Green. We're that upset over that point. Go watch the whole footage. DeWanna Bonner was pointing her finger back at her, too. Angel Reese did it today. Angel Reese did it last night in the game, and she was taunted. She didn't get a technical foul for taunting. I don't think she was racist. I think she was talking trash. We upset over Chelsea now because of this whole Sophie Cunningham crap, and Sophie Cunningham's not even MAGA, and neither is Chelsea Green. Stop it.
Chelsea Green can't even vote in the United States because she's not a citizen.
Yeah,
but anyway,
she can't even vote.
But the fact that, it was so much unneeded hate that this woman had to turn off and deactivate her Twitter. And she still triumphed, became women's interim champion. So, not only suck it to PSA, but suck it to everyone around the world who wants to dogpile this woman for no apparent reason. She is our women's champion right now. She is the face of SmackDown. So, and she is the perfect person for all the PR tours, the media tours, the red carpets. If there's ever a need for a red carpet, she's the perfect woman because she has that charisma. She has the look. So shout out to her, and much love to Matt Cardona because he's been her biggest supporter since day one.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So obviously we saw Matt Cardona's video when Chelsea won, and she comes down ringside, she hugs her mom, or she hugs her dad, she hugs Matt. I go back to the whole Sophie Cunningham meme because everyone was mad at her and Tiffany Stratton for doing this and said Charlotte Flair was understanding the assignment by not doing it. No, Charlotte Flair was just staying in character. There was a video that circulated. Guess who was the first person that was congratulating Chelsea Green when she was sitting on top of that ladder?
I lost the back.
So there was a video that circulated from the rampway, and you see as Chelsea sitting on top of the ladder, she's hoisting the belt up in the sky. All you see is Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton cheering her on, and she's got the victory.
Okay.
Clearly, Charlotte Flair F's with Chelsea Green off camera, but on camera, she keeps the main thing. It's only about Alexa Bliss. But y'all was real all thinking, just because Charlotte Flair F's with us, that was the reason why she didn't do the whole finger point thing. No, that's just not in her character, bro. But I digress.
But at the end of the day, shout out to Chelsea.
Yes,
because we love Chelsea.
Happy for her, man.
I've been wanting this, and we finally got it. So she is leading the new era. I can't wait to the celebration on Friday night. And hopefully this time they give her a celebration right then and there, and not like when she won the United States Championship where she had to get her celebration like 2 weeks later.
Yes.
But yeah, man, shout out to Miss Green. So, but yeah, man, this has been a good show. Shout out to JoJo. Shout out to everyone that pulled up. We are getting close to episode 100 of Sports for You.
100
Wrestling. I mean, we already passed the 2-year mark that we had our first PLE watch along.
Mm-hmm.
So this coming October will be marked the 2 years of Sports
Yes.
Speed Wrestling podcast. So
That's
which is
right.
it's gonna be always memorable because it was the week of my birthday.
She
So
Dale asked, does she kill the USA gimmick? Well, if you go to her post when she did the post the post show.
no, because her new slogan now is "We entered the world of domination."
Yes.
So she's up the ante
Yes.
on, but she still does the salute.
Yes, we're still saluting her, but it's world domination from Chelsea Green going forward as long as she has that belt around her waist. And I saw the image of her, obviously, because you was talking about it earlier, her being a TNA champion, Knockouts tag team champion. And I saw the image of her when she was Hot Mess Chelsea, when she was an Impact champion.
Oh yeah, it was Deanna Purrazzo.
And then obviously I seen the Knockouts where it was her and Deanna Purrazzo. And now she's the only woman to have won world titles and tag team titles in both WWE and TNA. And she's a Triple Crown champion. All she need to do is get the Intercontinental title. She's Grand Slam Chelsea.
Yeah. So it's the woman has a great career that everybody sleeps on. So for her to get her flowers finally, because the woman's been over. Chelsea Green, in my opinion, I think when most of the world started taking notice was after that dumpster match with Michi.
That was a good match.
I think that was where people started to open up because Chelsea Green was given dog shit and made it and turned it into a buffet.
She did.
And she made lemonade out of sour lemons that she got.
And again,
Never
complained.
Never complained. She was like, hey, it's just show business. Like that was always her answer. Like, it's just show business. It is what it is. And look where it got her. She's on top of the mountain.
And sorry fans of Lucha Underground. Now she has that women's title. Y'all definitely will never ever get the chance to see her in Penta. That's new money.
Oh no, she shut that down.
She shut it down now.
That's never happening again.
New money. That's new money. She's
That's
new
not
money
happening
now.
again.
She's new money now. And by the way, her house the house that she at her and Matt Cardona got made was dope. And shout out to her for pretty much embracing Matt Cardona's addiction to figurines.
Hey, she's just being a good wife.
Yes.
Because
she's
just being a good wife.
I know that's a challenge when your husband likes to collect things. But yeah, he had a lot of collectibles. But
husbands got to deal with women collecting. Husbands got to deal with their wives collecting shoes.
Trust me,
that they don't even wear.
Trust me.
At least the figurines are collectors items. They got a whole little case and everything, not just thrown everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, when she said Unreal was the greatest answer of all, it's like, I'd rather him be collecting figurines than be collecting women.
That's it. That's what a lot of women want to say, but sometimes they're too afraid to say. And I'm glad she said it because there was some woman who was watching Unreal was like, you know what? I feel the same way too.
Maybe I should leave my man alone.
Yeah,
Maybe I should leave my husband alone.
You know what? You're right.
He's collecting Pokemon cards, but at least he's not collecting phone numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I think women like Chelsea Green can teach a lot of females out here.
Really, we was in the hotel. We was going back to the hotel room. I was watching SummerSlam on my phone, and the guy getting on the phone was like, that's the SummerSlam, right? I was like, yes, sir. I was like, yeah. Like my wife was like, he always be trying to tell me how to ask him, how can I find that where they're wrestling at? I was like, just go to ESPN or Disney Plus, and y'all have it there. Boom. And shout out to ESPN Unlimited because I got to watch NXT live yesterday for the first time, and God knows when.
Yeah, we had covered it last week about the partnership and the merger of NXT and also the TCW and Peacock with YouTube.
Yes, it's
TV. So yeah, so it was. I was doing chop ups, so I didn't get a chance to catch NXT live. But thank God for Netflix, because if you got a VPN and you don't really want to buy ESPN, you still got VPN on Netflix as a backup option. So you still get to watch it live.
Shout out to
So,
the
but
15
shout out to more options out there. So it's like mostly
Options.
everything is going to go through ESPN. So eventually, when Saturday night's main event is done with Peacock, expect to see that on ESPN as well.
Yep.
So
Pretty much. Just get ready. Just get
listen,
ready.
YouTube TV and ESPN is the best way to go. But yeah, we gonna get out of here, man. Check us. 5-4 be back Monday. Travel Warzone. Enjoy AAA this weekend. And then of course Friday night SmackDown. I was gonna say I'll pop up on ATD, but no, I gotta go see Spider-Man this Friday. So, and I know you saw it.
We didn't get a chance to see it. I know we was planning on it, but it didn't happen because we ended up at Pier 99, and then the boys wanted to go back to the beach. And yeah, when we got back, by the time we had to get back in. We got back to the hotel room. Was like, all right, it's SummerSlam time. So we didn't get a chance to get to see it. But yeah,
we wanted to go back to the beach and show up to talk on me. I understand.
Hey man. The beach Friday was better. The spot we were at Friday, and Tessa said this. The spot we were at on Friday on the beach, that was where all the white people were. Well, the spot we were at on Saturday, that was the hood. That was us, the blacks, browns. But the spot we was at Friday when we first pulled up, there was nothing but the Caucasians, pretty much on that side of the water. But we're, on the other side, we was out on Saturday where the wind was blowing. That was where the people of color were because they was literally right next to the water. But it was dope.
We here at S4U do not firmly agree to the logic of one Jonathan A. Watson.
I'm just saying. That's what he said. I didn't think about it, but there was more colors on the side we were at on the beach on Saturday than it was on Friday, but it was all nice except for the wind. That wind was kicking on Saturday.
That's good. At least it wasn't as hot.
Nah, just the canopy blew the canopy broke the canopy, unfortunately. So Johnny couldn't get his money back. So trash. But it was, that was
man.
One of the stories.
Check out the boys on Friday for
2 days. And Trail,
mm-hmm.
I gotta say this to you, my brother. Congratulations on Drew Breesiana going into getting that gold jacket on Saturday. Sean Payton will be his presenter. That's that Hall of Fame game tomorrow night. With the Panthers and Arizona. That'll be the first time we hear from Drew Brees before Saturday when he gives this iconic Hall of Fame speech. I can't wait. Him, Larry Fitzgerald, Roger Craig, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri will all be there getting inducted. But Drew Brees will be the man who will close out the night, who will close out the day.
He is the man beyond it.
Close out the day.
One of the greatest quarterbacks to ever lived.
Yes, I cannot hear his speech.
But we'll be back Monday for more Tribal Warzone and what's next. Now that Roman Reigns is on a week vacation, what will the Bloodline have up their sleeve now that Royce Keys is out? Who is next? Because it looks like that the process of elimination, Royce Keys is out, LA Knight's up next, and we all know where this is leading.
Mm-hmm.
It's one Solo Dolo.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see y'all on Monday. Deuces, y'all.
Peace.
It's the legend. It's the legend. It's the legend.